All right, buddy. Welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for coming on and doing the show. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
You got it, man. So the first I want to ask you, basically, typical question I usually ask for the first question is what drew you to want to act? Like, when did your passion start for it?
I was like five. My parents really got me into it, and that's about it. My parents got me an agent, and I started auditioning from there.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And your first big break in television was This Is Us. And how was that experience like working on that series?
I'd say my first big one was Yellowstone. Not This Is Us.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, Yellowstone. Yeah, it was crazy. That as a first show is kind of crazy. So yeah, I don't
And
know.
how did you book that huge role as Tate?
They put me on like five callbacks, but yeah, I would just, study the lines with my dad, run them over, and I got lucky, ended up getting it.
Awesome, awesome. And I mean, I'm sure like once you booked it, like you were probably screaming in joy of like being on a show with like Luke Grimes and Kevin Costner
Yeah.
I mean, you automatically knew it was going to be a big show with them on it.
Yeah, it was euphoric for sure. Yeah. I couldn't believe it at the time.
Nice. And Tate basically likes to do a lot of things. Like he rides horses, fights snakes, plays with like animals, bison, wolves, bears. Like, did you have to do any training to ride a horse and to actually interact with different an animals?
Yeah, when I was out there in Montana every morning, I would have horseback riding lessons and yeah, just a lot of horseback riding to prepare for those horse scenes.
Sweet, sweet. And what's it like to film and basically like live on this ranch and live that kind of lifestyle?
I mean, it's crazy going from Cali to Montana, it's like I'm living double lives. And yeah, but whenever I'm in Cali, I always miss Montana, and whenever I'm in Montana, I always miss Cali. So, the grass is always greener on the other side.
Right, right. And of course, like you have a lot of scenes with Kevin, and John and Tate have this like very strong bond. And what's your best memory working with Kevin?
Um, Honestly, definitely the scene where I fell into the river.
Mm.
I feel like, Kevin and me like truly bonded there, and he taught me a lot of lessons about acting and yeah.
Wow, okay. And, and like that was like around the scene that I like too, because I love the scene when John is basically showing Tate how to build a fire. And was it was it cold? Because like you definitely had that scene building the fire, and of course the river scene too.
Yeah, that day was really cold. I remember like everyone had hand warmers, I would run like into hot water between takes because of
Oh
how
wow.
cold it was when I fell into the river, yeah.
Wow, okay, okay. And Tate definitely goes through a lot of emotional stuff. And he gets kid kid kidnapped, and that scream that he does, like, oh my God, like that was a crazy scream. Like, where did that come from? Like, how did you get that going?
I mean, hey, it took a lot of takes and was able to get it out of me. So yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And and he's Tate's also close to death, and gets emotional problems after that. And he shoots a masked man to save his mom, the car crash scene. Like, tell me about those scenes and how you get into a headspace to actually like play those very emotional scenes.
Um, I don't know. It takes a lot of breath work, a lot of thinking, and just locking in. But yeah, just breath work helps me a lot. My acting teachers, taught me how to use your breath to your advantage, and it really, shows in scenes I do.
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely shows, yeah. And how did it feel to actually kill your first snake? Like the scene with you and your dad in the car and stuff. Like, how did it feel to kill your first snake as Tate?
Yeah, I mean, of course it was fake, but it was also
Well,
really
yeah, of course.
disgusting because they gave me a real dead snake. With like it was kind of disgusting, but yeah, it was a cool scene.
Yeah, it definitely was. And Tate's like eventually going to take over the Dutton Ranch. And what are your thoughts when that eventually happens?
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna happen, kind of left off without a clear ending there, but yeah, that would be awesome if Tate, eventually got the ranch on like some
Mhm.
spin-off or something.
Oh my God, yeah, for sure. What is there a certain scene that you had the most fun shooting?
Gosh, I mean, they were all awesome. I would probably say season one, the scene where I threw a fish at Dave's face was my favorite. Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Was was there any funny or cool stories from filming Yellowstone from the set?
I mean that one scene that I was just talking about, that took like 20 plus takes, That was 20 different fish thrown at his face, which was
God.
awesome, yeah.
And the term dropping them off at at the station, like at first, like when you hear that, you just automatically think like someone's going to the station, get picked up, and then when you watch the series, you know what that meaning is. And I I saw like you did skateboarding and martial arts. Like, do you still do that yet? Do you still practice that yet?
I mean, not as much anymore. I started playing football, and then I'm not really doing that anymore. And now I'm thinking about joining back Muay Thai, but um, right now my main focus is streaming. I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch soon for sure. So
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
Oh, that's awesome, man.
yeah, for sure.
What kind of games do you like playing? Like, what kind of video games?
I don't really play that many video games. I mean, I could run Madden here and there, but when I stream on Twitch, I'm gonna be more like reacting to videos and stuff, and like yeah.
Oh, okay, sweet, sweet. Do you have TikTok and everything? Like, do you do videos
Yeah,
on
I still
TikTok?
gotta set that up. I'm in the process of getting like all the gear and stuff, and once I'm ready, and I'll dial in, create all like the new socials and everything.
Definitely, yes. And what else do you like doing during your time when you aren't in film or television?
Um, I mean, like I said, I play football, but for now in the off season, like I'm just focusing on school and
Hmm.
um, streaming. Yeah, that's pretty much it. School and streaming. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay, sweet, sweet. And what kind of music do you like listening to? What's on your playlist?
Um, Shout out Xavier So Bass. Xavier So Bass is my favorite artist out right now. So much depth to his music. I also like Frank Ocean, um, and Netspend. Netspend, yeah, yeah. Netspend is also good.
What do you think would be your go-to karaoke song if you were gonna do one?
Gosh, karaoke. I don't even know. Probably any Frank Ocean song, you know.
It's a good
Those are
choice.
cheap. Yeah.
And I'm a big horror fan, so I always ask my guests this: are there any horror films that you like to watch?
I used to be obsessed with the It movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But nah, not really. That I'm too scared of scary movies, you know. I don't like watching those.
yeah. Pennywise the clown is definitely scary.
Yeah.
And what about sports? Are you into sports at all? Like, do you I mean, I know you play sports. Like, what kind of sports do you watch?
I'm a diehard Seahawks fan. I
Oh, all
mean, I
right.
don't really watch any other sports than football, but like, yeah, I'm a football geek. Yeah.
I live in Philadelphia, and just we were celebrating the big win there.
Yeah. Y'all deserved it. Saquon's a dog.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. It was a madhouse in Philly, and it wasn't just like the people that live in Philly. Like, I was talking to people that travel like all over the world just to come and watch them on the float and stuff. And yeah, it was a wild time when they won.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw videos like out in Philadelphia. It was like crazy riots and yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, Philly's always known for their crazy riots. It doesn't have to be a sports team winning.
Yeah, true.
What about food? Are there any foods you love to eat?
Shout out Dave's Hot Chicken. I just had some yesterday. Dave's Hot Chicken's the best. Hey, if anyone who works at Dave's Hot Chicken is seeing this, can you guys send me free coupons or something? I don't know. I want some Dave's.
There you go. Yeah. Probably is that what's going to be your dinner after you're done this?
I wish.
And are you more of a beach or camping guy?
Definitely a beach guy. You know, I live in Cali, so
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah, yeah.
Cali definitely is warm. Is it like hot and warm all the time? Do you have like any like cold months?
Pretty much like I say like 1 week out of the whole year, it's like cold and rainy, but
Really?
yeah, it's usually just good weather.
Wow, okay. That I definitely have to go somewhere hot because it's been really cold in Philly for some reason.
Yeah.
What about traveling? Like, I mean, being involved in film and television, you probably travel a lot. Is there like a certain place you like traveling to?
Honestly, I don't even travel that much. My parents do not go on vacations. Um, but yeah, I mean, when I filmed Yellowstone, Montana, you know, that was pretty much my vacation. My yearly vacation was Montana. I
Oh,
have a
okay.
lot of family in New York, go there a lot. And yeah, I've never been out of America, so.
Nice. Okay, okay. And I don't know if you're into Marvel and DC and comic books and all that, but do you have a favorite superhero and villain?
Um, yeah, I also used to be obsessed with Deadpool as a kid, you know. Love Ryan
Nice.
Reynolds. Yeah, best movie ever. But yeah, I say Deadpool. I don't really know about villains, but Deadpool for sure is my favorite.
Yeah, those are some good films, especially the one with him and Wolverine. Like, that
Yeah.
was really funny, that one. I like that. And is there anything coming up next for you that you want to plug? Like, anything besides Yellowstone, of course. Like, anything else you're working on?
Everyone follow my Instagram, Brecken Merrill. I will. I don't have the Twitch account made yet, but once it's all made, I'm gonna be you know, posting all the links and everything on my Instagram. So just follow my Instagram and I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch soon.
Sweet, bud. Well, thank you so much for taking time. I know you just got out of school and everything, so I appreciate you coming on and doing this.
Of course, man. Thank you for having me.
You got it, bud. Have a good one.
You too.